want to be an independent contractor, do you? You really want to be a courier. But you don't know what that means. What do you do? How do you look for it? How often do you work? Well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Saturday, November 9, 2024. Hello, everybody. It's a great day here in Western Kentucky. A little on the cloudy side, but it is 62 degrees. I'm at 46.1 miles per gallon for the day. And that's in this 2013 Ford C-Max that has 561,000 miles and counting. So anyway, enough about that. Yeah, an independent contractor. I've been doing this since 2015. After I got laid off from a Fortune 500 pharmaceutical company, very successful in upper management. CVS came in and they bought us out, and I thought now's a good time for me to get out. So I did put my name at the top of the list of our layoff list. It's called the RIF list, RIF, Reduction in Force. So I put my name at the top, and then I didn't work for about 10 months. I had that good severance package. The company did me well. They did me right. And I'm pleased. But then after that, unemployment ran out, and I was stockpiling cash, and I thought I better get back to work. So for our pharmacy, we delivered medications to nursing homes. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to contact the courier we were with. And we were with a company called Now Courier. It's a regional company. And I thought I'm going to go ahead and contact them. And I think I mentioned in another video previous to this that I spoke with them and I became a courier. And I went and I started picking up medications and dropping them off at nursing homes or at hospitals. So that's what a courier delivery person is. And at that time, we were contracted, the pharmacy was contracted with Now Courier, and they had drivers. So I became a driver, and what it is Now Courier has the contract, and I'm a contractor. I sign a contract with Now Courier in this case. And so I was on call. So you have a good vehicle. Either you have a fairly new vehicle, or you have a really old vehicle and you just run that one until it's done. Helpful if you know how to work on your vehicles. So in this industry, if you can work on vehicles, you cut down on your expenses. In my case, I have newer vehicles. I buy them with low miles and then run them up. So being an independent contractor, you pay for all of your expenses. That's your gasoline, that's your tires, that's your oil changes, that's your insurances. Because you do have to have, I think it's 300 on that comprehensive and liability. I think it's 300 100 on those three. So you get that, and then you also have what they call cargo insurance. Doesn't cost much. The company I'm with now, you can message me and I'll tell you who it is. I pay about $70 in fees. We have to have workers' comp, the commercial insurance. We have to pay for the use of the app. And so yeah, it's roughly $70 a week. So I currently, being an independent contractor, I say, yes, I will drive 6 days a week. So on Saturday, I only drive about 3.5 hours. And so I'm driving. I pick up at these stores, automotive stores, pick up small items. That's what those boxes are for. Spark plugs, wiper blades. This morning I had a couple of brake rotors, heavy. Yeah, so that's what I do. I pick up and drop off. But I'm self-employed, so when you do your taxes at the end of the year, you claim, or you say that you are a 1099. You're a self-employed 1099 driver. So the company you're contracted with at the end of the year will write you a 1099. It's like a W-2 if you're an employee. Employees, they get W-2s at the end of the year that has all your income. And what you've got for self-employed is a 1099. Now here's the beauty of being a 1099 guy or woman. There's two ways that you can go. You can have the mileage reimbursement, or you can write off all of your expenses. You can write off your tires, your gasoline, your oil changes, every maintenance that you have. If you have to buy supplies for your business, I created an LLC. There's a video out there on creating an LLC, Limited Liability Corporation. But what I really like about being a contractor is that mileage reimbursement rate. Last year, the mileage reimbursement rate, I think per mile, was like 68 cents a mile. I drove about 77,000 miles last year. So if you do the math, 77,000 or 79,000, something like that, you times that by 0.68, and you put that against your income on your 1099. For me, ever since I've been doing this, I've been doing it for 9 years now, at the end of the year, that mileage reimbursement rate covers 100% of my income. So it makes it look like I'm broke. It makes me look like I have lost money. But in all reality, I have not. You make a pretty good living by doing this. You know, I've always thought, well, it's for the older fellas, women, generation, semi-retired, retired people, gig workers. But you know, I've been telling people, I don't know why even the younger generation doesn't do this. All you do is get on Indeed and look up courier, look up independent contractor delivery, and you just apply like a regular job. And what the other good thing is, it's very flexible. Doing this job affords me to be able to take days off here and there. You don't just get the 1 or 2 weeks a year, or after 10 years, hope you get 3 weeks off. By doing this, I have been several times throughout the years, I've been gone for a month and a half at a time. 1 year I did that twice. And how was I able to do that? I was able to have some backup drivers. Currently, I have 3. I have 1 woman and 2 gentlemen. One is retired, one is semi-retired, and another one has a full-time job and drives for me on Saturdays occasionally to make some extra money. So if you get some backup drivers, we're the ones who carry the contract with the company that we're contracted with. I applied on Indeed. I've been doing this portion of my independent contractor for 2 years this past August. And I'm very dependable. If you're very dependable, your car is dependable, you have a backup driver, wow, you can make good money. In my previous video, I think earlier this week, I put up, when I was with Now Courier, for like 3 months, my paychecks were about $2,500 a week. I was on call. I didn't really understand the business on that end. So I didn't think I could sign off the app saying I was available until I got back into town. But they were, even at midnight, 2 o'clock, wherever I'm going, I'm still signed in. They would send me these runs. And I'd go pick it up at a pharmacy. Whether it's, in this case, for being a pharmacy medical courier, you pick up CVS's, Walgreens at the 24 hours if it's at nighttime or even during the day. And you have an address on your app and you pick it up. It'll tell you when it's ready. You get it, you go through the drive-through, you pick it up, you go deliver it, and you say it's done, and you just get in line and you wait. That's being on call. And that's how I made a ton of money. I was really tired. I eventually did get burnt out. So you do have to be careful, but you can make very good money. In my case, like right now, I'm contracted, I have a route. So you go through the background checks. Some companies, you have to do the drug screenings as well. But you pretty much make your hours. If you're on call, you make your hours. I'm available, just like on DoorDash and Spark. You say, I'm going to do it for X amount of hours. If you have a route, you say, I'm committed to doing this route for when you need it. In my case, Monday through Saturday. 2 loops a day, Monday through Friday. 1 loop on Saturday, go home, call it good. I'm home about 1:30 on Saturdays. Monday through Friday, I'm home about 3:30, 3:45. And I'll let you know, this is what my paychecks are. You've been waiting for it. Yeah, but how much do you get paid? With me, I'm making over $1,000 a week. That's what my checks are. My fees are taken out already, so over $1,000. It's between. It always varies because you do have what they call a fuel surcharge. If fuel prices go up, your income goes up. So that right now it's anywhere between 1,000 and 1,050 a week. Out of that $1,000, say, you write off your gas mileage or your gasoline. So I roughly, because I get great gas mileage, right now I'm at 46.1 per gallon. I pay roughly $100 a week. So now my $1,000 a week's down to $900. Your vehicle insurance, for me, it's about $100 a month, so you take off $25. And what I also do is I have buckets. I have all kinds of info. You all stick with me, and I'll tell you exactly how to do it and be successful. I love this. So you have different buckets. 1 bucket for tires. You put away $25 a week into this bucket. So for the end of the month, there's $100 for tires. I get new tires about every 8 or 9 months. But when you put away $25 a week, that adds up, and you don't have the one-time hit of $800 to $900 for tires. You put in different buckets. You put in buckets, save your money for your monthly or 6 week. For me, every 6 weeks or so, oil changes. Man, this can be great, y'all. This can be fantastic. Even if you're married, if your spouse has a 9-to-5 job and you find one where you can only work you only want to work half a day, they're out there. So go on Indeed, look up courier, look up self-employed driver, look up driver. You get all kinds of things for CDLs, but for this, what we do, you don't have to have a CDL, obviously. And you can also do the same thing. This is what I did for 2 years. Excuse me. You can, I picked up DHL packages that were in bags from a warehouse, and I bought a cargo van, a Ford Transit, and I put on 350,000 miles on that in 2 years. And I was making even better money. I was making $1,200 a week before gasoline and all. So yeah, it can be very profitable doing courier work. So, how bad do you want to have a really good life with a lot of good flexibility? Become a courier. Knock it out. So this weekend, you have an assignment. Go on Indeed or any of these other job boards. Look up courier. It can be great for you. So you want to be a courier. This is a good job transition. This can be a good full-time job like I do. So there you have it. That's what it is, being an independent contractor, a courier. So y'all, you know what? This weekend, be great today.